Hey, welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Row. So today we're going to be doing a store haul of everything that I picked up in Georgia. Now you may have seen a post on Instagram where I actually posted a picture of it, but we're going to make a video out of it because that way we at least have a chance to talk to you guys. And for those of you that don't follow me on Instagram at the Whiskey Row, then you can actually check out the bottles and find out what I got when I was down there with the family for our summer cabin vacation. So tonight I am sipping on a Knob Creek Quarter Oak. I am getting pretty low on this bottle and I've decided it's time to kill it. So I'm actually kind of focusing on it in my free drinking time. And what I mean by that is because I'm filming and I take nights off here and there, I tend to drink whatever I'm filming and then I'm trying to polish this bottle off. And then there's some others obviously that I drink too. Anyway, that's totally beside the point. Anyway, I put it on a big rock because it's hot outside and it's kind of hot in the speakeasy and it sounded kind of good. So I used to love this Quarter Oak, but over time it's kind of gotten a little bit woody, if that makes sense. It was before. I mean, I know it's a Quarter Oak. That's kind of the whole point is it imparts an extra oak, but it's good and I still really like it. 100 proof. But I'm kind of past it. Like I don't love it as much as I used to. So I pulled it out the other day, just have a sip of it. And I was kind of like, ugh, not as good as I remember. So now I'm just trying to finish it. But before we get into it, if you end up enjoying the video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Follow me on Instagram at The Whiskey Row and support us on patreon.com/whiskeyrow if you're interested in doing that. Now that we have the online store, check our merch at whiskeyrow.shop. Now, what did we get? Anyway, so this box is full of everything that I got when I was in Georgia. I ended up shoving all into this Tito's vodka box that I got at one of the stores. And this was all purchased at 2 stores except for one bottle. One bottle was a gift. So we're going to start with that one, and then we'll go into everything that I bought. First off tonight is Michter's Small Batch US 1. Michter's US 1, the regular, $40-ish one. This was actually a gift from Jordan, who is my daughter's husband, so son-in-law. That's what it is. And they were so gracious to pick this up as a gift for having them at the cabin and all that we did there. So anyway, I really appreciate it. It was a very kind gesture. If you haven't tried it and you're in the mood for something, give this one a shot because it's pretty good. I'm a fan. I still go back to it. I always like to have one. This is one of those that I always want to have one on the shelf just because it's such a standard. So first one. And then I ended up picking an Early Times Bottled in Bond because I can't get this here in Virginia. It's pretty much impossible. Actually, I ended up getting 2 of them. Actually, I got 3 of them. So I bought these 2 for me, and then I bought 1 more, and I gave to Jordan to have. So hopefully you're enjoying that Early Times Bottled in Bond because, it's one of my favorite $20 whiskeys that I've ever had. It's very, very good. Mixes very well in cocktails. 100 proof and very accessible. Good sweetness, and it goes a long way, in my opinion, for the price. And the last thing that I got when I was at that first store was Taconic Distillery Straight Bourbon. This is the 115 proof Taconic. Now, I was sent a sample of this from one of the longtime supporters of the channel, and I tried it, and I really, really liked it. So I saw the Taconic label, wanted to pick it up. I believe it comes from upstate New York. Anyway, so I paid $59.99 for it, and I really like the sample, so I have high hopes. One of these days, I'll open it up and give it a pour. J.W. Kelly, which is a single barrel double oaked bourbon made, I think it's in Tennessee. The guy at the store was telling me it's Tennessee. So I was right on the border of Tennessee. So this is kind of a local thing there. And he had high praise for it, coming in at 113 proof, double oaked, single barrel select J.W. Kelly Old Milford Straight Bourbon Whiskey. I'm a sucker for double oak stuff, so pick that up. Next thing I got was a Yellowstone. It's hand selected by Matul's Vanilla Cream. I don't know what that means, but that's who did it. And it's 115 proof single barrel Yellowstone. I like my Yellowstone 93. I do wish I had more proof, so this is going to have more proof. And then this vanilla cream, I'm hopeful it has a vanilla cream flavor to it. I'm starting to get more into the single barrel picks from places just because it's a little interesting, particularly if the flavor profile being described is in the neighborhood of things I'm interested in. Obviously, you guys know I tend to prefer sweeter bourbons. That's just, the sweeter characteristics, as long as it's well balanced. Next up, so I got a Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered. As I was going to check out from the store, I said, hey, just off chance, do you have anything else that's not on the floor that you'd recommend? And he goes, actually, I've got one. Have you heard of Smoke Wagon? I said, yeah, I'm interested in Smoke Wagon. And so we went behind he was behind the counter and he pulled this out and said, would you be interested in this? I got one left. and it's the Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered out of Las Vegas. I actually popped the cork on my first one, which was the other one that I got, and I'll tell you about that in another store haul. I have had it now. It's very, very good. I'm very impressed with the Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered. I really do enjoy it. This one's coming in at 100 and basically 114, 113 and change proof. Someday I'll bust this open, but I'm very excited to have it, and I've been looking for Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered for quite a while. Stellum Bourbon, bottled in Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee. So it's a blend. I've heard it's related to the barrel bourbon, which is a blended whiskey or blended bourbon. So this is blended. It's got some different stuff in it. So probably some MGP out of Indiana, and then some Kentucky and some Tennessee. Stellum Bourbon, it had really, really good comments in the store, but I'm a sucker for it, and I bought it, and we'll see. We'll bust it open at some point and see. St. Cloud. Now, this St. Cloud Kentucky bourbon, this one's coming in at, 118 proof. I paid $109. So it wasn't cheap. 118 proof cast strength copper pot distilled Kentucky bourbon redefined. So that's a tall order if you're to redefining Kentucky bourbon. So you better be really good, because I paid $109 for you. So the ones that I'm most excited for out of this, I always love getting Early Times bottled and bond just because I can't get it in Virginia, and I always like to have it on hand, and it's a really easy gift. You know what I mean? It's only $25 to give to people when you can get it. So obviously I do enjoy having that. Very excited for the Yellowstone. Very excited for the Taconic. Interested in the J.W. Kelly double oaked one. The Stellum I'm kind of interested in. When I bought it, I didn't know it was related to barrel, but we'll see. I haven't been enthused about barrel products in the past. I tend to just think they're overpriced for what they are. They're good. They're not bad. Don't get me wrong. The price to value just doesn't do it for me. Obviously, I'm very excited for the Smoke Wagon. I've been wanting to get that for a while. And then the St. Cloud I'm very hopeful for. Hopefully, it does not disappoint. I've heard some decent things about it, so we'll see. Anyway, that's the box. That's it. That's the store haul for tonight. Let's bust one open. Which one should I open? What do you think? Well, I already opened the Smoke Wagon over. I've got another Smoke Wagon open that you'll see in another video that I've already started to drink. So I'm not opening that one. What's the next pick? Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's do the St. Cloud. No. Yes, no. Taconic. All right, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the St. Cloud because it was pretty spendy. I'm thinking the Stellum because I want to know if I'm going to be disappointed or not. Or the Taconic because I'm excited to try the Taconic. I'm going to go with the St. Cloud because I think it's probably the more exciting of the options for all of you out there. So while we're pouring this, I do want to say that I appreciate, we've had a lot of kind of feedback and comments lately in the comment section of YouTube, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys all so much for the comments. The good, the bad, the ugly. I just want to know what you guys are thinking, what you're enjoying, what you're not enjoying. Anyway, St. Cloud, let's listen. Ooh. All right, so one thing I noticed immediately when I smell it is it has a certain smell to it. It's not a bad smell, but it made me look at the bottle again. And now as I'm looking in the fine print, so it's cast strength, copper pot distilled, blended from corn, rye, and malted barley, aged in white oak barrels for under 4 years. So this is a under 4-year bourbon for $109? Why did I buy this? This seems way too expensive for a 4-year bourbon. It is a high proof, made in Kentucky, limited edition. Nulu, non-chill filtered, single barrel, 121 proof, aged 5 years and 3 months, $70, $110, $70, $110. New Riff, 4 or 5 years, both really good. New Riff, $50, $60. Knob Creek 12-year, 100 proof, $60. 4 years, $110. Math does not compute. Anyway, I bought it. It's too late now, and I opened it. I'm getting a hint of cinnamon and black pepper, coffee, a little bit of some vanilla. It's got this kind of fiery heat that keeps getting my nostrils, and I know it's just the proof, but it's very distinctive. Hint of some wood, like very kind of a young wood. All right, let's give it a taste. It's hot, like burning hot. And it's not proof, it's like really peppery. This barrel has a very strong woody flavor and very strong black pepper, like overwhelmingly black pepper. Yeah, at first you get some wood, and then you get a really strong palate of a mouthful of black pepper and spice, some cinnamon, a little bit of an herbalness. And there's kind of this underlying syrupy sweetness, but it doesn't have a flavor. It doesn't taste like vanilla or caramel or honey. It just, you can tell this kind of this viscous sweetness. It's very unique. I can't say I don't like it. Honestly, I wanted to say I don't like it. Once I realized it was only, 4-ish years old, 3 to 4 years old, and I paid $110 for it because I'm a sucker for stupid things. I didn't want to like it. I wanted to blast it. It's hard to blast it. It's definitely more like black peppery and spicy than I like, but there's something about it I do kind of like. That is really, really interesting. And obviously it's a single barrel, so, if you pick up a single barrel, it's going to be a different barrel, so it might be different. The 7-year St. Cloud is going for like $150. And so it's definitely a more expensive bourbon. Your mileage may vary, obviously. I have a hard time recommending a $150 bottle, unless it's truly special, and this is, it's not. For this single barrel, it's under 4 years old. It's very young. To me, it's way more complex than I would have thought a 3 or 4 year bourbon could be. So I'll say that. I don't dislike it. The black pepper is really kind of mellowing a little bit now as I've gotten some more air into it. No, it's not. It's still on the nose. Wow. Yeah, it is fiery hot in black pepper. My mouth is tingling. It's definitely, this barrel is not for the faint of heart. It's kind of like drinking something super high proof. It'll kind of kick you in the mouth a little bit sometimes, but you're like, wow, that was an experience. That's kind of how this is. Anyway, I'm excited about the store haul. I feel like I got some good stuff. Might have overpaid for some stuff, but I still got some good stuff that I'm very excited about. And obviously, hunting is always fun, and checking out new stores in new parts of the country is always fun. If you ended up enjoying the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Follow us on Instagram at The Whiskey Row. Check us out on patreon.com/Whiskey Row. And if you want to get some sweet Whiskey Row merch, check us out on whiskeyrow.shop. And until next time, find a bottle you love.